Welcome to our panel, The Big Cheese.
Yes.
I would like to remind everyone in the audience who managed to get in through the line, which, it's definitely a line. Cheese is going to be given out on a per-seat basis, so please remain in your seats. This is mainly a technical test. The panel will start in about 5 minutes with our presentation. And thank you all for coming here. You got any words for them, Mr. Big?
Honestly, I'm just kind of speechless right now that this many people have showed up for our panel. I'm gonna be honest.
Because
But
from the looks of it, we have a full house here.
we have a full house, and currently we have 543 viewers on stream. So thanks for being
Big
here
shout
so
out to
far.
the ushers. They've definitely made this a lot easier than I was expecting it to be.
It made it definitely easy on us. This is this is a surreal experience right now. I want to be honest. This is something else. But
It's not quite what we anticipated.
we're glad to be here.
Yeah.
We will be starting we'll begin the presentation starting in about 4 minutes. That's when the panel officially starts. There's 5 minutes early just to make sure everything's all good on our end. And for what it seems right now, it seems all good. So oh man.
And again, big shout outs to the organizers for letting us be here because they didn't have to, and frankly, they probably shouldn't have.
We were very surprised that we got chosen for a panel. We're gonna be honest. and the first panel too. Not. So yeah, we're here. We see a lot of great faces in the crowd today.
And before we begin, I just want to make certain everyone is aware. You will be leaving here with cheese.
Yeah, no, you everybody begin cheese. I had an upwards about of like 6,000 cheese in my inventory earlier. I gave most of it to my colleague over here, my cheese brethren.
On average, there'd be 5,000 pieces of cheese distributed in this hall today.
Yeah, no, we got quite a lot of cheese. I have about I bought more on the way in here. I have about like 760 more on me right now. So like, if we see you throughout the con today too, if you see us anytime, we probably will give you cheese. We actually given cheese out to a couple people already, before the opening ceremony. So like,
we like to give out cheese. If you happen to see us out and about after the con, feel free to approach us. We'll probably give you cheese.
we 100% will give you cheese. We give out a bunch of cheese. We've spent quite a bit of money. We have made quite a bit of cheese. Like
we are in crippling debt.
Listen. I had 1 million gil yesterday. I'm down 143,000 from cheese. So yeah.
Technically everything's sound from the looks of it.
Everything
we
is
haven't got telling us that we have ruined the con. So
yeah, nothing. The con is going great so far.
Less than a minute, fellas, before we begin our awesome panel, the Big Cheese.
Yeah, I hope you're all ready because we're still trying to get ready.
We rehearsed.
We did rehearse. So yeah, we're almost here. All right, there we are. I'll put the stream on us for right now. But I hope you all are ready for what you're about to see and what you're about to learn.
An educational experience for the ages.
It will be definitely an experience. Oh, and it's 3:45. So let me pull up. We're getting ready. Where is there? There it is.
Let the first panel of LunarCon begin.
Yes. So let me pull it up, and we will begin. There it is. All right. Hello, everybody. And thank you for coming out to the first panel of LunarCon, to our panel, uh, The Big Cheese,
I'm
presented,
Walog Destiny 2, and my pronouns are he, him.
and I'm Big Stack, also he, him. And
These pronouns.
as we just introduce ourselves, and there we are. Big Stack, Cheesehead 1, and Walog Destiny 2, Cheesehead 1.
Now, it's important for us to stress that we are both cheesehead ones because in the cheese loving community, we firmly believe that everyone is equal. No one loves cheese more than anyone else. Just as much as we love cheese, you should love cheese. So we are all on equal footings. If you can find any variation of the word one, it belongs to you.
That's very true.
You know, we like to have a little fun here,
Yeah,
little fun.
a little fun. And now that introductions are out of the way, um, let's go. So, why cheese, you must be asking yourselves? Well, we like cheese. We
We
love
like
cheese.
oh my god, we love cheese.
We love
I mean, we
cheese.
told you how we've gone into crippling debt just to give you cheese.
Yeah, no, we we going above and beyond for cheese, and it's just a part of our life at this point. We simply love cheese. It's that simple, and there's more reasons why I like cheese and why we like cheese. But one reason specific to me is I was grown as an infant, and
Now, you might be wondering, what does that mean? And frankly, I was not aware of the term until we got this panel, and I thought it was funny, and we wanted to share it with you. There's a tradition in, I believe, England, old tradition, that on the day of a child's birth, a wheel of cheese is eaten such that the rind is left intact. Now, what happens is when that infant is christened, which, when they have their name given to them, they are passed through the cheese as a symbol of good luck. So Big Stack has been man of the cheese for, however many years he's been alive and many more to come.
cheese has always been part of my life since then. But this is not the only reason. Yet again, why we like cheese. You see, there was one before us, a great one. And this is a panel in honor of them, the first cheeseman. Now, the first cheeseman taught us the way of cheese, and his name is Via Spiritus. A legend amongst all, uh, he gave cheese to a cult.
You were in that cult.
I was in that cult. That cult sent me down the path of cheese, pretty much. If I was in that cult, I never would have met him. It's
You were
simple
paid a
as.
great sum to be in that cult, and you put all of it towards cheese after your great revelation.
Oh yeah, I got paid 100,000 gil to be part of that cult, and it was worth it. I got
You know,
cheese.
we met the legend, and we wouldn't be here without him because we wouldn't have found it. We wouldn't have found our love of cheese, and we wouldn't have been able to share it with you.
Yeah, and I'm just, we really, everything go out to him. We miss him, and we wish he'd come back. We haven't seen him in a bit, but we love him. So, why are we here today? Well, we wish to spread the love of cheese to all. Simple as, simple be. It's what we do. We love spreading cheese. We love giving cheese. We love making people love cheese, and that goes hand in hand. Is that we want to teach everyone what makes cheese so great.
We
Like,
have a great history with cheese, and we need to share it with you because not many people are aware of just how complicated the subject of cheese is. And it's a crying shame, and we're here to rectify that.
yeah, we want to lay it all down, what cheese is all about to us, and just how great it is. And another reason why we're here is we somehow actually got the panel to be here today. Like we said before, we did not expect our panel to be accepted. We really didn't. But here we are, and we're happy for it. We get to tell everybody about cheese. We get to give people cheese. It's just an amazing thing, honestly.
And again, shout outs to the LunarCon staff, the hosts for they let us be here. This is their fault. They take full responsibility for you guys learning about cheese.
This is true, and you learn you shall. So
You should thank them after this that you are enlightened on the subject of cheese.
yeah, and also, did we mention we just love cheese?
Like we we really I feel like you don't get it. We really, really, really love cheese.
We love cheese. I love cheese. Cheese is just, it's great. So, yeah. Um, Next part. So you might be asking yourselves as well, like, what are our accomplishments as cheesemen? We have that title. That is our title to claim, and it's a title that anybody can claim. Anybody who wants to go on the path of cheese and deliver cheese to many people. And what are our accomplishments? Well, let's begin. We have delivered cheese unto many people within the Crystal Data Center. We have given so much cheese, like we said before. We've spent money, millions on cheese, and we've
Millions. Like
yeah. Oh,
he's not joking. It is in the millions. It's a problem.
I've
Help.
been in
This
crippling
is a
debt.
cry for help. This is a cry for help. Please,
I've been in
please stop
crippling
charging
debt
so much for
several
cheese.
times. I've been down to as much gil as I couldn't teleport anywhere. So it's a bit of a problem, but by Heidelin, do I love it? I love cheese. I love giving cheese to people. But yeah. So I mean, what are things that we've done? Art parties have been stormed by us and our cheese givings. And here's a little example of one of the art parties we've been to. As you can see, my brother here is on stage playing some sick tunes on his guitar at an art party that we went to and just started giving cheese to. Um, we somehow got the host of that party to allow us to do raffles for cheese. That was another night we gave probably about upwards of 1,000 cheese away. So I mean,
Correct.
yeah, it we we give a lot of cheese away. That's our life. That's our living. And what other accomplishments that we did? We've manipulated the market board to make cream cheese prices skyrocket. And
I'm telling you, like we've seen it after a good cheese buying spree. The next day, cheese prices have gone up by like maybe 200%.
I bought cheese one day for like maybe 15 gil each in a stack with that. And the next day I go for like, oh look, cream cheese is back up. It's 200 gil. I'm like, wow, that is something else. So it's quite a bit of stuff that we have going on.
We've
But
done a lot.
and our latest accomplishment, and this is a big one, I mean, and this is like a huge one, and that is giving cheese to you. And right now, in game, my brother here will be delivering some cheese unto all of you. Right now, all of you will be getting cheese. I hope you do know this. He's gonna go around right now and just start giving cheese to everybody. I want you all to get your everything everything ready to accept cheese because he is given a lot of it out, and I mean a lot. So yeah, no, this is a very normal thing for us to do. Um, he just give out cheese. He's gonna go around giving cheese now, and I mean it.
99 per person. I
99
did
per
the math.
person.
If you're sitting down, you're getting cheese.
Yeah, no, if you're here right now, you are 100% getting cheese, and I hope you enjoy that cheese. Now I know everybody's glad to be here and get cheese. Like that's
Eat it.
that's
If
just one
you
thing.
want to know what you're gonna do with it, you're gonna eat it.
But feel free to start eating it. You have it in your inventory, start eating it. Please get well fed, get that buff, and enjoy the rest of the panel because we're gonna be here for a little bit still. Like yeah. Lunar staff will be getting cheese. Like I said, I have a bunch of cheese still on me, and that's gonna be given out sporadically. So if any LunarCon staff want cheese, please come up to me and I'll personally give it to you. And I mean that you all will be getting cheese. If anybody, it's that's what it is. Cheese for all is what I say. In due amounts, how much we have until we run out. Like that's it's just we love to give out cheese.
For everyone who couldn't make it, I will tell you right now that we are using cream cheese.
Yeah, we give that is our main giving outs of cheese. Like that's what we love to give out. We love giving cream cheese to people because I think it's one of the better cheeses to give out. Yeah, no, everybody feel free once you get your cheese, eat it up, eat it as much as you want.
Grow
Get
big and
you,
strong.
yeah. What's the buff on it right now? It's oh, you get +8 vitality, 8%. So yeah, an experience boost. So I mean, hey guys, if you want experience right now, you want to go level up after this panel, there you go, perfect.
Now, another reason why we choose cream cheese specifically is you can eat it raw, as you should.
Oh, that is true. Cheese is great to give out. I love giving out cheese like that. You know, cheese is just a great thing for everybody. And you eat it anytime. It's always fresh. It's never bad because it's
Handcrafted by yours truly.
cheese. Cheese can never go bad. It's cream cheese. It's always good. So yeah, you eat cream cheese whenever you want.
I'm starting to come to the realization that this will take a lot longer to give out all the cheese than anticipated.
uh, if we don't get we might take a break from giving cheese and we'll get the rest of the cheese out at the end of the panel. So if you don't get cheese now, by Heidelin you will be getting that cheese at some point. Don't worry. Everybody is getting cheese no matter what. We might just have to take a break from giving out cheese to, continue the continue the presentation.
This was not a scheme. We're giving it away freely. There is
No,
no cheese
there's
primal.
there's no string cheese attached. There's the we like to have a little fun here with jokes like that. No, there's no there's nothing attached to this all. We're just spreading the love of cheese. You know, as you spread a cream cheese on a bagel, we like to spread love for cheese. That's simple as.
This is all part of the plan to make people love cheese. If we did not give it away, I feel like our sincerity would not have truly gone through.
We just in our rehearsal for this, we didn't quite account how long cheese giving would be, but
Frankly, I gave myself like 5 minutes.
it's been about 5 minutes now.
I have like 2 more rows to get through.
um, we're getting through this.
Don't worry.
We have plenty of
We
time with our presentation. We rehearsed. We know
yeah,
how
we
much
were
time. Yeah, we know how much time we will have. We have a little bit of time to spare. So
we promised the ushers, the viewers at home, we will not be going over time.
no, we will not be going over time.
We take it very seriously.
Oh, we are 100% serious cheesemen. I mean, it's in our title. We're cheesemen. But yeah, if everybody could just just be ready to accept that cheese like immediately. It would help things get a little a little bit smoothed out properly. I know everybody's excited to get their cheese. I also think on our rehearsal we didn't really expect to have a full house. This is
I did expect to have a full house because that's how much cheese I brought.
yeah.
Because I refuse to let anyone go cheeseless.
Yeah, no. We did prepare for a full house. It's just that we didn't really know if we were gonna get a full house, and lo and behold, we have a full house. After LunarCon is over, if one wants cheese, we're gonna anywhere. If you see us running around, if you like, chances are we will give you cheese no matter what. Like if we're just running around, like you see us in Limsa, you see us in Ul'dah, Charlie, and anywhere, just we'll give you cheese. It's just a thing we like to do. Yeah, everybody here gets a 99 stack of cheese for themselves to enjoy, immediately or over time. We've had someone at an art party before eat cheese for like, I think that was the person who got like a fat stack of cheese, and they were eating it for at least an hour. Like I think I've given out cheese. I think I've eaten cheese myself before. Like maybe I've eaten 1,000 before in one row in like one go.
That is true. Our money was devastated for a while.
Yeah. We know everything is running smoothly as of now. We're still on track for the rest of the panel, so don't worry about that. You will be learning much more soon.
Trust me, it continues.
It continues. We have things to talk about, and we have a good amount of time left to talk about it. Are you on the last row now?
I'm on the last row.
All right.
And it looks like I will have several hundred cheese to spare for the staff.
Yeah. So staff at the end of the panel. Yeah. Yeah. Staff at the end of the panel, come to both of us, and we'll make sure you are given cheese for all the help you've done so far. Because you have been a help.
I believe we have also been given the go-ahead to hand out cheese in front of this house until 5 p.m. PST.
Oh, really?
Yes, so
Okay, awesome.
we may or may not stick around for more cheese givings if you didn't make it in.
Yeah, we'll give cheese out. We'll give as much cheese as we can. All right. Now that that's out of the way, now that we gave cheese everybody, it's time to continue our presentation. So now, with all the cheese given out, it's time to talk about video game cheese, but real. So,
As
Mike,
you might be
yeah,
aware, there are cheese in Final Fantasy. Shocker, I know.
it's
But did
crazy.
you know that some of the fictional cheese in this hit video game are based on real cheeses and or share qualities with certain cheeses that I could find?
It's
I
very
know,
true.
quite the shock, but it's true.
It's true. And our first
So,
cheese to look at is cottage cheese.
cottage cheese. Obviously, this is based on the real world cottage cheese. Now, you might eat it a lot, you might not. Point is, it's very easy to find cottage cheese to eat it. But there's Garlian cheese. Now, you can't eat this raw in game, which is much to my dismay, but it is, in fact, based on its in game presentation and the description given to it, based on Crescenza cheese, which is an Italian cheese. And if you're Italian, I'm sorry if I butchered that. I'm not Italian. But this cheese is described as rich and refreshingly tangy, as well as it has strict measures enacted to ensure its quality. And if anyone's strict with their cooking, it's the Italians. Then we have stone cheese, which in game is described as having gas which forms during the fermentation process. It creates hollow bubbles throughout this otherwise hard, flavorful cheese. You might know if there's bubbles throughout cheese, that's obviously Swiss. Very good on sandwiches, very good on burgers. If you want it, you can, you're probably going to find it. And then for this one, there's also Reunion cheese. Now, it's described as a wash rind cheese, and it's creamy and nutty, but smells foul. Now, from what I could find, that was closely related to Munster. There was a cartoon character named Munster, and that's about all the trivia I can give you about Munster, because I don't think I have ever eaten Munster and been aware that it was in fact Munster. And of course, there are more cheeses to talk about. There's cream cheese, which I've just given out to you, and that's obviously closest to the real world allegory of cream cheese. And you can use cream cheese for all sorts of things, be it cheesecakes, putting it on bagels, making a nice little spread for bagels, and even cheesecakes. There's blue cheese, which of course is based on the real world blue cheese, which you can use for all sorts of dips, or even have it pair well with any buffalo flavor due to its very, very unique flavor, thanks to its fungus. I don't think it's fungus, it's bacteria. I made that up. I'm a liar. Roland berry cheese. I personally have not eaten a Roland berry because I don't think they're real. But I have worked with cheese in the past based on recent career decisions, and the closest I could find for that would be elderberry infused cheese. Now, this picture is not elderberry infused cheese, it's cheese with elderberry chunks. Someone messed up the presentation.
I
But
couldn't find the right
short,
picture.
you take elderberry wine and you infuse it into a cheese, and that gives it a very unique color and flavor. Very good for charcuterie boards.
Alright, now for some cheese facts. Alright, so our first cheese fact of the day is cheese is known to be at least over 7,200 years old. And I'll
Practically
have you know, it is,
than most written languages.
yeah,
All of
that's,
them, actually.
it's quite crazy. And it's just, cheese is part of our world, and it's always been a part of our world.
It will continue to be a part of our world until we die. And
Right.
we will die because, Biggie Cheese
They're
is
a
a
minor
minor
character. Oh, what you?
barnyard. You might recognize him for his hit single, Mr. Bombastic. He's a rapper who regularly comes to the barnyard for performing. Now, we can't verify this fact, but we thought it was interesting. He may or may not be related to Biggs.
Yes,
Isn't
as you
that
see,
weird?
it's crazy. He may or may not be. So, but he may be, and that's a really big important part of it. That's a really want to
We want
drag
to
that
hammer that.
home. Yeah, it's really important. I mean, just look at their names. Biggie, Biggs.
I mean,
You don't know. It's quite possible.
now, you might have noticed that Nero is in a very suspicious position. He's not stepping on the cheese. That's a fork, and he's going to eat it. But his favorite cheese are Kraft singles. And trust me, he said it himself.
See, it's all true.
He did not make it up.
In 1913, a man by the name of W.S. Fiddler died due to indigestion from eating too much cheese. A true Canadian hero.
Now, all
And
the
yeah,
Canadians in the audience, that fella, he did it for you guys.
and I honestly, if I had to go anyway, it'd be that way.
It's
I
said that he had eaten largely cheese for 3 meals a day, and that killed him.
and it's cheese. I can agree with it. I understand why. I respect the dedication. And then at the time of writing this, the cheapest piece of cream cheese on Goblin was 347 gil.
That's a fact. It is technically a fact.
It is technically a fact. We saw it. We wrote it down, and it at that time it was 347. Is it now anymore? Maybe. We have
That's
to
a
check.
mystery for
It's
you
a
to find
mystery.
out.
Check on the market, boys, everybody. And now, here we are to connecting the cheese.
Now I'm going to be speaking for a minute, and I will say, going into this, there are some major Endwalker story spoilers that I will be discussing, and this is actually very genuine. This isn't a joke. Uh, so if you have not, please mute the stream until you see a picture of Biggs and Wedge. They will let you know that we are no longer discussing spoilers for any of the story. But
Yes.
something important that I feel like not enough people know is, did you know we would not have been able to get anywhere in this game post Heavensward without cheese? The first thing I want to draw your attention to is a lovely lass by the name of Brayflox Altox. Well, most people probably paid attention. They might not have. It was a realm reborn, as we are well aware. Brayflox has a recipe for cheese, and we went to her to get that recipe so we could give the cheese to the Company of Heroes so they would teach us how to fight Titan. Now, I could go on about how, oh, if we didn't have the Company of Heroes, we wouldn't have been able to fight Titan, and then, I'm not going to do that. There's a secret second path to this that no one has discussed but me, and I feel like I'm going insane that no one's talking about this. In the dungeon, Brayflox's Longstop, there is a hard mode variant in which you face off against the Goblin Illuminati, also known as Blue Hand in the Japanese translation. What's really important here, and you might have been able to pick up on it, is that if we did not face off against the Illuminati in Brayflox's Longstop, they would have been content to stay there and never have made their migration to the Dravanian hinterlands, where they discovered Alexander. Now, of course, if they don't discover Alexander, the entire Alexander raid set never happens. You miss out on a very, very wonderful raid. But adept viewers might be aware of the dungeon The Twinning in Shadowbringers. In it, we find out that the Ironworks use their experience with Alexander to sort of retrofit the Crystal Tower for time travel by replicating it by making the Tycoon. Without the cheese, without this wonderful Gabi cheese, we would not be able to go to the first because Grahatia would never have gone back in time. Now, this is all very well and good, but if we don't go back in time to the first, we don't avert the eighth umbral calamity. The first falls, and Black Rose goes off without a hitch. Millions die if we don't save the cheese. And beyond that, without going to the first, we don't get the right of the Crystal Tower to go back to Elpis. Now, if we don't go back to Elpis, we never meet Meteon, we never meet Hermes. Very, very sad things. But have you considered that if we don't go back to Elpis, we never warn Vana of the coming doom? She does not put a tracker onto Meteon, and we never wind up in Ultima Thule. We can never stop Meteon, and the final days will go as planned. So, whenever you have a nice, wonderful fistfight with Xenos, at the end of the universe, remember, you wouldn't be there without cheese.
And it's all thanks to cheese. Simple as, simple be. So next time you eat a piece of cheese, just remember what it's all led up to.
You are
Alright.
the true warrior of light.
The true warrior of light.
Cheese.
The cheese of light, if you will.
Oh,
Alright.
don't
Now, Biggs and Wedge. Spoilers are over, and now we're back to just regular,
give everyone a second
yeah,
to
give
come
everybody a
on
second, We'll see,
All right.
let's give it a couple seconds to make sure everybody's here. The mute's over.
All right. Now I'm going to teach you how to fastest craft cream cheese so I don't go into debt again. Presently, I don't see many culinarians on the market, and I have a feeling that I need to fix that. So the first thing you need to do is go to Limsa Laminsa and pick up the culinarian job. You know, like a culinarian. Oh, if you have a culinarian, please change to the job now. I want to know all of my fellow cheeseheads that they can craft their cheese. Oh, it's wonderful.
Let me
So
see
many
what people
so
are
many
here.
true cheese appreciators in the audience today. It's wonderful.
Oh, we got a lot of them. Oh my goodness.
That's wonderful.
This is amazing. Oh
So
my
it
goodness.
seems like the house won't need any instruction on DIY cheese. But to the sprouts who don't know, oh, I'm an Omni too. Shout out to you for the cheese. Now, for those of you who don't have a culinarian, the best bet is to power level up to level 20 by crafting a bunch of miscellaneous goodies and doing lev quests. Can you fish cheese? Maybe not yet. Maybe write some letters to Square Enix. Maybe they'll add some fishing cheese.
I like to fish cheese. I'm a big fish head too. Like, I love cheese, I love fishing. And if I could fish cheese, that'd be the best thing in the world.
Anyway, once you've gotten to level 20, this all depends on what kind of cheese you want to craft. You can continue doing lev quests until you reach level 36, and then you can make cream cheese. Once you've made your cream cheese, you can start flooding the market, preferably undercutting everyone who tries to overprice cheese, for we know that cheese belongs to everyone. It belongs to the people.
Highland Bliss.
If you have any further intent to make cheese, I recommend you head to the Firmament. There you can power level all you want in order to make all sorts of cheese. Be it Roll and Berry cheese at level 43, Roll and Berry cheesecake at level 50, Pixie Berry cheesecake at level 80, Garlian cheese at level 84. You know, the list goes on. Or if you're only a carpenter, you know, you're a big fan of trees, you can level that to level 80, and you can buy cream cheese and make it into a cheese collection, display it, make everyone jealous. Exactly. The audience understands. That's just a quick information. I believe there's a panel later that will discuss how to best get into crafting. They will go way more in depth, but I'm just saying, pick up Culinarian first.
That's how you get cheese. That's how you get cheese. Alright. And now it's time for our personal favorites of cheese. So, first up, cream cheese. I love cream cheese, as you can tell. We've handed it out, and I just love cream cheese. Another is Garlian cheese. I can't get into too much of the reasons why I like Garlian cheese, but I just like Garlian cheese. Nothing too much more to say about that. The next up is stone cheese, which we've explained as a type of Swiss cheese. Spoiler for the one cheese right there already. I thought I hit it. Apparently I did not. But there's me having a bite of cheese.
Took a big bite out of it.
I took a
Since it's
big bite of cheese. Yeah, it's one of my favorites, so I had to have to. So yeah. So that's my favorite cheese. By the way, those are all the cheeses I love. So we'll get to
my
yeah, your
favorite
favorite
cheese, I
cheeses.
guess.
So yeah,
Yeah,
your favorite cheese.
yeah,
Your
yeah. My favorite cheese.
yeah,
Yeah. My
your your
yeah.
yeah, your favorite
My favorite cheese.
yeah, your favorite piece of cheese.
It's this one.
That
This
one.
one is my favorite. Yeah.
It's a nice piece of cheese.
Yeah. Thanks. I like it. It's my favorite.
I like it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's
Yeah.
good. No, it's good.
Yeah. No.
It's
I'm
round.
glad. I hope everyone likes it.
Oh, everybody likes that.
Yeah.
All right. The future of cheese.
Yeah.
So,
The future of cheese. Where cheese is going. Where it's going to go.
where's it
Where it is
going?
now. Where it's going to go. It's going to go places. Let's tell you where it's going.
Yeah. So, cheese will probably get more expensive.
I feel like too many people are watching. They're going to know that we will buy your cheese at any price. So it's going to go up, and more people are going to buy cheese. I hope we've inspired the next generation of cheesemen, cheese women, cheese theys, cheese thems.
cheese,
I hope we've inspired
everyone.
you to give out cheese to people who need it, to people who want it, to people who don't need it, to people who don't want it. If they don't want cheese, give it to them, change their mind.
Yep. because
you'll have to buy it or craft it. It's gonna go up. It only goes up.
it only goes up. Trust me, it only goes up. It has only ever gone up. Yeah. So yeah, cheese will only get more expensive, and and because of that, cheese will probably crash the market board economy. Let's be honest.
There are a lot of things that go into crafting cheese, so it's going to have ripple effects across the entire sector. If you're a botanist or someone who frequently hunts down cattle, you're laughing. You're enjoying this.
Yeah.
If you're not, you're probably going to be in for the cheese dip of your time.
Mm-hmm.
You are not prepared for how much cheese you will not be able to afford.
Yeah, like we said, we will buy that cheese, so we will be probably helping to contribute to the crash. So be on the lookout for that. Probably, tomorrow, next couple days. It's gonna happen. Trust us. Cheese will only get tastier. Like, come on.
After we've given it out, cheese tastes better with friends. We're all friends here. We all love cheese. That's why you came here. It's because you love cheese. It's going to taste so good the more people that become cheese people. Because the more people you can enjoy it with, the better it tastes.
The better it tastes.
The more expensive it is, the better. That's why people spend thousands of dollars on cheese in the real world.
Yeah.
Because it obviously tastes better. It's not a rare commodity that tastes a certain way that some people would consider disgusting. It just tastes better. Trust me. Trust me.
Yep.
Trust me.
Trust us. Taste good. Just chef's kiss. Just it's only gonna get better. That's just how cheese is. Love cheese. We like cheese.
We love cheese.
Simple as.
I don't think we said it. Have we mentioned how much that we just like cheese?
I mean, we can't say it enough. Like, we love cheese. We have a panel about it. Why wouldn't we love cheese? Like,
we love it so much. Listen to me. Hey, don't look at your phone. Stop AFKing. Look at me. You're not lurking. We love cheese, right?
We love cheese.
We love it. Hey,
love it.
No, don't go away now. We like cheese. We love it.
Everybody here listening, all the viewers, all the people in the panel room itself, we love cheese. You need to know this.
Stop writing out that tier 3 sub. We like cheese.
We love cheese. Simple as. Simple B. We'll always love cheese. That's the future of it. Simple as. So, thanks for joining.
Thanks for joining, everyone.
Thanks for joining. That's us on our way to the market board to pay $1 million gil for cheese for just one. Like, simple as. But now that the main presentation is out of the way, like, does anybody have any questions in chat for us? Just we'll answer some with the little bits that we have left. Yeah, concerns.
I know there are probably a lot of concerns since you are also likely to go into debt for cheese.
Yeah.
And trust me, we know how to handle an economic hardship in Final Fantasy.
No, we know for sure. I've handled it many times. No, worst cheese. There is no worst cheese. Simple as. Simple B.
The worst cheese is no cheese.
Yeah, that's true itself.
That's the worst cheese, and if anyone tells you there is a worse cheese, they are lying.
Cheese-based primal. I wouldn't say there is cheese-based primal. If there was one, it would be VS Spiritus. We don't know where he is though, so we can't. He's out of our minds. No, not out of our minds. Out of our eyesight. He's always in our hearts and minds.
How do we feel about 4-cheese pizza? Look, so long as there's even one cheese on pizza, it's a good pizza.
That's true. Frankly, there could be more. Come on, lay it on me. Give me the cheese.
My opinions on halloumi, honestly, I'm more of a fan of Chev because I like it with some fig jam, you know.
Do we like cheese? Yes, we love cheese. Simple B.
What would be the ultimate cheese if it could be made? Probably cheese the size of Jupiter.
Oh, don't even get me like thinking about that because you're gonna make me want it. I want it already. Now I just want it. Like, I just want cheese.
Now you say I see someone saying that the best cheese is Parmesan, and I can't disagree. I can't agree because it's all personal preference. We don't go against people. If you like your cheese, you like your cheese.
The legend of the 99 cheese pizza.
That was my favorite cheese.
How's the LunarCon weather? Is it cheesy? You know, we're handling it.
We managed to handle the
We
LunarCon weather.
we managed to handle the LunarCon weather despite all. We've handled it.
And again, we have been permission. We have been given permission to stand outside and give people cheese. So if you didn't make it to the panel, can you do not donate to our cheese ventures?
Yeah,
Donate to
don't.
your cheese
Yeah,
ventures.
no. This is your adventure now. You are all becoming cheese people. Go out in the world.
By coming here, you have agreed to bear the torch.
Yeah, no. We're all taking on the honor of the first cheeseman, and we're giving out cheese to all.
For grilled cheese, I would probably have to say a Spanish Mahone because it melts wonderfully and it has a very nice buttery flavor.
It's true. Is there any way to become cheese? If I knew, I would tell you, and I'd be cheese already. I think the best thing you can do is just be true to yourself and be cheesy. Simple as. That's what we are.
And we all know what goes well with cheese.
Oh yeah, I know what you know. Yeah. Everybody loves a little wine to go with cheese. So yeah, everybody enjoy your cheese.
Panel, and I believe the next panel will be starting shortly.
Yeah, the next panel should be starting shortly. Yeah.
I'm sorry if we sort of set an expectation for wonderful cheese-based panels. As far as I'm aware, we are the only one on the market.
Yeah, we're only cheese-based panel. So yeah, next panel coming up shortly. Go check them out. Go check out every other panel for the rest of the day. Enjoy them.
We were all cheesed to meet you.
Yeah, we're all very much so cheesed to meet everybody. So it's good. I'll use my macro for it. Cheese to meet you all. But yeah, no. Yeah, thanks for joining everybody. I'm glad everybody made it out. We had a lot of viewers. We had a lot of full house. What we weren't expecting as much stuff as this, but we're happy that everybody made it out to our little panel. So yeah, again, thank you all for coming. Please eat your cheese, give your cheese away, contribute to the market board crash. You know, do your service as the new cheese bearers.
You've been given a duty that I feel like you must understand just how important it is.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, check out the cheese market board. Cheese be with you all, are warriors of cheese. Everybody now is an official warrior of cheese. Everybody in this room, everybody in the stream. Yeah, it's where we are. It's where we are in life. So yeah, no. Again, I'm Big Stack, and this is Walog. Yeah, and this was the Big Cheese.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah, thank you all very much for enjoying our panel. I'm glad you all enjoyed it, and I'm glad we could have brought it all to you. So, yeah.
With that, we hand it over to whoever comes next.
Yep, whoever's on next after us. We wish you very much so good luck, and have fun with your panel. So, again, a great thank you to all the LunarCon staff. Thank you to everybody who showed up, and have a great LunarCon. Thank you all for showing up. Let's go, LunarCon 2022. Yeah.
Yeah,
and,
here's the good one.
Here's the good one. Cheese be with you all. Have a good one, all.